Aurora. Good Aurora. The time is 9 a.m. and you are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. It's Monday. It is the 8th of July. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new week. I hope that you guys are feeling as motivated as I am this morning, ready to do great things. Before we get started, let's talk about this weather. Now, there has been a tropical storm system named Beryl. Beryl has been going across many regions, and its remnants have been felt and will potentially be felt today and in the next couple of days. So, as we can see above me, there is a heavy rain threat midweek from the remnants of Beryl once again. Now, here are the key messages, things to take note of, all right here. The remnants of Tropical System Beryl will pass through the Ohio Valley region Tuesday night into Wednesday. Now, in addition, the northern edge of the system will clip our local area, favoring areas south of the Kankakee River Valley. Now, what the National Weather Service of Chicago always does for us is gives us great information and also cool charts. So I'm going to step on this side so that you guys can see this particular chart. Now, here is the threat level. You see green? Boo boo. We're kind of in there a little bit. Then you got yellow as the threat level. So we're not in a very severe area, but let's stay alert and let's stay vigilant. Now, what's uncertain? The northern edge of the system is what's uncertain. There will be a sharp cutoff from dry conditions to heavy rain, just like that. Now, adjustments north or south in the path of the system would increase or decrease the threat for flooding, respectively. What should you do? Glad you asked. You should stay up to date on the forecast. Very important stuff. The weather is life. Now let's move on to weather 2. Now this is the forecast for the rest of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't it feel good? Take a look at that. All right, today, daytime high of 88 degrees with a daytime low of 82 degrees. We can expect thunderstorms, isolated to scattered afternoon thunderstorms. However, looks like they will go away tonight. Tonight looks like it'll be clear with no rain and no thunderstorms. 71 degrees for the nighttime high, 65 degrees for the nighttime low. Tomorrow, daytime high of 84 degrees and a daytime low of 78 degrees. Now, the rain threat increases in the evening south of I-80. That's tomorrow. Looks like there will be a small peak of sun, but otherwise it'll be a pretty rainy day tomorrow, okay? Going into tomorrow night, take a look at that. 69 degrees for the nighttime high, 64 degrees for the nighttime low, okay? Heavy rain threat southeast of I-55. Tuesday night's rain transitions us, peep that, into Wednesday. 80 degrees for the daytime high, 74 degrees for the daytime low. Rainy day on Wednesday. No sun emoji, so it's going to be mad gloomy. I like the rain, quite frankly. I hope you do too. Daytime high on Wednesday is going to be 80 degrees. Daytime low will be 74 degrees. Now take a look at Wednesday night, y'all. 68 degrees for the nighttime high, 64 degrees for the nighttime low. The rain that starts on Tuesday continues with us Wednesday daytime, Wednesday evening. As we make it to our way, to Thursday, 83 degrees for the daytime high, 79 degrees for the daytime low, 20% chance of thunderstorms, but otherwise it'll be a sunny day on Thursday. Thursday night, 66 degrees for the nighttime high, 61 degrees for the nighttime low. Take a look at that. No rain predicted on Thursday night. As we get into Friday, this is the only day without rain. 88 degrees for the daytime high, 83 degrees for the daytime low. Looks like it'll be a mixture of clouds and sunshine on Friday, so we can dig that. Friday night, cloudy, no rain, 66 degrees for the nighttime high, 61 degrees for the nighttime low. Let's recap. Today, 88 degrees for the daytime high, 82 degrees for the daytime low. Get ready for some rain and thunderstorms, potentially all this morning. 84 degrees tomorrow for the daytime high, 78 degrees for the daytime low. That's on Tuesday. Remember, the rain starts on Tuesday and it keeps with us all the way into Wednesday. 80 degrees for the daytime high on Wednesday. 74 degrees for the daytime high on Wednesday as well. A rainy day on Wednesday, but we're not worried about that. As we move into Thursday, take a look. 83 for the high, 79 for the low, 20% chance of thunderstorms on Thursday and Friday. 88 degrees for the daytime high, 83 degrees for the daytime low. That is your weather report here on Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. We have something very special for you guys, as you know. We're about to get into words, vocabulary, and the alphabet on Word Up with Mr. C. Don't go away. Good morning, good morning, good morning. As promised, you guys are watching a new program that we like to call Word Up with Mr. C. Now, as many of you guys know, the vocabulary is a fun thing. But not only is the vocabulary fun, it's very important for what we're trying to do in many aspects. For the young people, getting a good vocabulary can stand you in good stead in life. And for some of us senior citizens, it is important to still have a good vocabulary, to use those words to test our brains, to test our mind, and to stretch out some of that mental elastic. Now, last week, you guys will know that we did the alphabet, and I think we might have gotten up to K. I think K was the letter that we got up to last time, but Word Up with Mr. C is going to detail a few things going forward. First of all, it's going to be every second Monday of the month. I encourage you guys to join us here to learn all kinds of great things, not just about the alphabet and the vocabulary, but mental health tips, math, animals, all kinds of cool things. So join us every second Monday here. And also, we have a brand new program that's Buenos Dias Aurora is going to be starting as well, called Puedo Leer. That's how you say it, right? Puedo leer. There you go. That's how you say it. That in Spanish means I can read. That's going to be a very cool way to get an introduction to some English words for a younger audience. All right. We're going to pick up where we left off last week with you guys. And I know what you're saying. Curtis, please. Give us some cool words today, man. I got you. Today we'll start with K. K is an interesting word. First of all, as we know, K stands for kite, right? And there's a kite flying. But not only is kite just an easy, simple word that anybody can think about and remember, another good word to get in our vocabulary is keen. Keen. Keen means sharp. It means intuitive. Those are synonyms of the word keen. And as you guys know, a synonym is a word that means, it's like a for example kind of thing. Now the word keen used in a sentence, you could say, He is very keen on the feelings of others. Say it with me at home, everybody. Keen. Very good. Now, we started off with K today. What comes after K? Lion. L is for lion. Now, a very important word to get in our vocabulary and start using as a young audience is legitimate. Legitimate is a great word. For many people who are also my age, we can remember a guy named MC Hammer and his song, Too Legit to Quit. Legitimate is a very cool word. Using the word legitimate in a sentence, he has a very legitimate occupation. Legitimate means something that is certified, something that's verified. It's authentic. It's legit. You may have heard the word legit before. The full usage, legitimate. Not too bad, right? And I want you guys to know that I did not draw this lion, but I approve of its likeness. All right, let's move on from L. Now we've got milk. We've got M. M is a very prominent letter in our English language. Now, M is for milk. Hey, we know that. Curtis, I drink milk. Milk is healthy and essential for strong bones. But what's another word that starts with M that's very powerful to use in our vocabulary? Malleable. Malleable. And I think this may be where we left off just last week. Malleable is a word that has the ability to be used in many different situations and circumstances. But before we go any further, let's do the definition of malleable. Yes. The definition is, well, first of all, malleable is an adjective. First definition, capable of being extended or shaped by beating with a hammer or by the pressure of rollers. What is a malleable metal? Aluminum, right? You got metal, aluminum foil, and you can wrap a sandwich with it. That means it's able to be changed and moved. Now, second definition, capable of being altered or controlled by outside forces or influences. Let's do that again. I know. Capable of being altered or controlled by outside forces or influences. Now, I'm a firm believer in being a person who's not able to be controlled or altered by outside influences. So in this case, kids, this definition of malleable, at least personally, may not be ideal. Let's move on from M. The next letter coming up is N. That is right. Now, N is for ninja. Easy word. We know that. Another strong word to use in our vocabulary, we can start learning it now. Novice. Novice is an interesting word. I first discovered novice when I was a kid, maybe 8 or 9, playing video games, and it's got the levels. Novice, what's that mean? A novice is a beginner, right? That's what a novice is. So say it with me at home, kids. Novice. You adults too. You can start getting these words in your vocabulary as well. Now, N is for ninja, N is for novice. We got that covered. Let's move on to the next letter. O. O is for octopus. This is about where we started to end the plane last week. A lot of letters in the alphabet. We got to make sure we cover them all. Now, O is for octopus. We know that. That's an easy word. Another great word to get in our vocabulary now as youngsters, occasion. O-C-C-A-S-I-O-N. O-C-C-A-S-I-O-n. O-C-C. O-C-C. O-C-C-A-S-I-O-N. That's how I learned occasion. That's how I learned a lot of words when I was a kid. Sound them out. Now, occasion is a very strong word, good word to use in our language, in our vocabulary. Use occasion in a sentence. Now is a great occasion to do great things. Not bad, right? Okay. Now that we've covered O, let's move on to what's next. P. P. P, as we all know, and this is such an easy, simple one, right? P is for pumpkin. Now, I know what some of you guys are thinking. Curtis, I knew this when I was in like second grade. Can you give me a stronger word than pumpkin? Sure I can. Persistent. 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 Persistent is a great word, a strong word, and to me, it's a very uplifting word. One should be persistent. Persistent means that you're determined, that you won't give up, that you won't stop, that you are dedicated. So many words are synonyms, or there's many similar words that could be used as synonyms for persistent. But persistent is a really great word. Using persistent in a sentence, the more persistent you are, the harder you are to defeat. Don't forget about that, kids. Don't ever forget about that. Now, P is for pumpkin. P is for persistent. What comes after P? Queen. I know you guys at home are like, Q, Q, I got your Q, you got your Q. Give me your Q. Q, you got your Q. Take it easy. Q is for queen. Easy one. We know that. What's another good word that's really strong that we can start putting in our vocabulary that also starts with Q? Quotient. 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 Now, I'm going to confess something to you guys right here, right now, because we're a family. And as a family, we talk about the vocabulary together. But I have to tell you something. I'm really bad at math. Terrible. I still count on my fingers and toes for little stuff. Count out pennies when I buy chips. So quotient, I know, is a mathematical kind of term. I'm not really going to use that in a sentence right now, so I owe you one. Let's move on. R. R is for rabbit. R is a great word. In Spanish, sometimes you have to roll your R's to make the words come out, I think, good, you know, like arrachera, right? It's kind of hard to do. Got to get it back here. R is for rabbit. That's an easy one. What's another good word that we can start using right now that'll improve our vocabulary? Reflect. Reflect. Reflect's a good word. Reflect is a strong word. Reflect is also an introspective word. You guys know I care a lot about how you feel inside. Reflecting. Reflection. Reflective. All of those words have their root word in reflect. Not bad, right? Let's move on. S. Ooh, I love S. I love the letter S. One reason why is because my last name starts with S. And I always thought my initials CS was kind of slick when I used to write it back in the day. But S, easy word. Teacher. What's a word, kids? Son. Everybody knows that, right? What's another good word that we can put in our vocabulary and start using that'll make us stand out from the crowd? I got one. Superlative. Ooh, superlative. Superlative. I kind of like the walk across thing. Let me do that one more time for y'all. Superlative. Superlative. Use it in a sentence. I can do that. Brave, bold, daring, introspective of this great man. Thinking about my dad. I added an S on the end, made it plural. But you get the point. Now, superlative is a good word, really strong word, a word that we can love and put into our vocabulary. I don't think I have the definition for this word in this adventure pack, kids, but I owe you that for that one too. After S comes T. That is right. T, great word. T is for turtle. Got that right there. Fun fact, my very first pet was a turtle. He was a red-eared slider. His name was Slash because he had long, like, claws. And when he would grab fish, he would rip them apart. It's pretty cool. T is for turtle. We know that. What's another strong word that starts with T? I got one. Tentative. Tentative. Tentative means not secured, uncertain, in the flux, moving around. The date is tentative. It's not on the calendar yet. Could happen. Tentative. Tentative. The date is tentative. Don't think we have the definition for tentative, do we, boys? We do not. So we will move on from tentative to umbrella. Umbrella. Now, U is for umbrella. There's a whole lot of words in the English language that a lot of people do not know about that are strong to use that start with U. I had a hard time with this one. So I thought what I would do is I'd give you one of my favorite ones. Umbrage. Umbrage. U-M-B-R-A-G-E. And I know I got the definition of umbrage. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, umbrage is a noun. It means offense, annoyance, displeasure. To feel umbrage at a social snub. Umbrage. I take umbrage at your last remark. Somebody says something crazy, you take umbrage. I'm offended by that. I take umbrage at that statement. Think about that. That's a really strong one, really good one to start using in our vocabulary. Time is going by. We got to get through these alphabets, ladies and gentlemen. Next is V. V is for vase or vase. Some people say vase. I don't know. What do you guys say at home? Luz, what do you say?
Vase. I mean, in Spanish, vase, or in Spanish, it's vaso.
Okay. Vase, vaso, vase, whatever you want to call it. For right now, we'll call it a vase. What's another strong word that we can use that starts with a V? Victory. Very good word, very strong word. Victory is a word that should fill you with optimism and fill you with hope. Use it in a sentence? Sure, I can. We will achieve absolute victory. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Okay, let's move on to the next one. W. W is for whale. Easy one. Another good word to use, whimsical. Whimsical. Whimsical is a great word. Whimsical is an air or a flair of a happy disposition. Very whimsical. Comedic even. It should instill laughter and joy. All right. What comes after W? X. X, easy one. Look at the skeleton dude. X is for X-ray. Curtis. I knew that in 3rd grade, man. Can you give us another one? Sure, I can. You ready? Xenia. I know you never heard that. Here's a definition of xenia. I know you never in your life, right? Xenia is a noun. The influence or effect of pollen on a structure other than the embryo as the seed or fruit. Run it back for me. I got you. No problem. Xenia, the influence or effect of pollen on a structure other than the embryo as the seed or fruit. Powerful, powerful word. Used in its correct context, you might get a job somewhere to hear you using words like that. And when you do, let them know you heard about it here on Word Up with Mr. C. Now, the last word in the English alphabet is, oh wait, we got one more. Well, see, it's a comedy show, kids. All right, Y. Y is for yarn. Another good word that Y is for, yeoman. What is a yeoman? Check that out. Yeoman. Yeoman is a noun. Two definitions. First, an attendant or officer in a royal or noble household. A yeoman. How I became famous with a yeoman is A naval petty officer who performs clerical duties. So in the Navy, on the ship, when you're out to sea, you have guys called yeomen. My man was Yeoman McMasters. Shout out to Yeoman McMasters. Wherever you are, God bless you. Yeoman McMasters was the guy who handled disbursements. He gave out the money. He got your check right at the end of the, you had any questions about your check, you go see the yeoman. YN1 McMasters. God bless him. Okay, last alphabet, last letter. One of my favorite words. I was definitely going to give you guys this one for the first go through here. Z. Z is for zebra. That's super easy. Everybody knows zebra. We got the Z. Z is for zebra, zoo. A strong word that you should live and use. Zealous. What does zealous mean? I don't think I gave you guys the definition for that. Boys, we got definition back there for zealous? Okay, we don't have the definition for zealous, so I'll give you this one too. But zealous means strong, outgoing, fierce. The root word is zeal. Do you know what zeal is? Zeal is an overwhelming sense of just action and victory. It's a whole lot to it, but you should be zealous. I'm a person who considers myself very zealous. When I wake up in the morning and when I sip my coffee, zeal, indeed zeal, courses through my body. And I try to spend every day of my life in a zealous fashion. So this was the very first full episode of Word Up with Mr. C. This aims to be a lighthearted, easy, educational show for people to learn new things, new words, new vocabulary and phrases, and some other cool topics that we will study and go over, like mental health, animals, science, even the planets. So get ready to see a whole lot more. Thank you guys so much for watching. All of you great young kids at home, stay tuned. We got a whole lot more. Tell mom to fill up your cereal bowl right now. We're going to go and end Good Morning Aurora, and Buenos Dias Aurora is about to begin. But get ready to see more of Word Up with Mr. C, and get ready on Mondays for Puedo Leer as well. Now, take care of yourself and each other.
Not your bank's top priority? Here at Wintrust, we take a different approach to banking. No hidden fees or runarounds, but a true banking partner focused on your unique financial goals. Whether you're opening your first account, found your dream home, planning for the future, or starting a business, we have the financial solutions to get you there. Stop settling and start experiencing a better way to bank. Wintrust, different approach, better results.